How's it going today, everyone? This is Sage, and we're back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch video. I want to start off this video by going into some quick news updates that we had happen here in the last couple of days. So we have an official pack art for Quarter Century Bonanza. This is probably one of my favorite out of the Rarity Collection pack arts. I kind of expected them to go like a purple hue with this. But the yellow, the gold, it does make a lot of sense. We had red for Rarity Collection 1 with Slifer, Rarity Collection 2 is blue for Obelisk, and then Rarity Collection 3, which is essentially what this is a golden for Raw. So that was kind of cool to see. The next little piece of news, it came from a press release, a supposed press release that was sent out to some of these companies. And in this, it's talking about just some Yu-Gi-Oh! News, like here we're talking about the stainless steel Dark Magician Girl, we're talking about the Worlds, we're talking about the Grandopolis sleeves and playmat that are going to be released here, September 7th and 8th, but we also get into some tin stuff. We go down here, right here. It mentions a bunch of specific cards by name that are to be reprinted in the tins. Now, this hasn't been, like, officially announced from Konami or anything yet, so take this with a grain of salt. However, this is a supposed, press release that was supposed to go out on the 25th. Hopefully we'll hear, like, a official confirmation from Konami sometime in the near future, but I want to go over some of these cards because there's already been a significant impact on the secondary market because of this announcement coming out. So this is a graphic that just kind of highlights these cards. Behind the webcam down in the bottom left of the image is Imseti, and then Arius you can see right here, Typhon, SP, Wanted. It also mentioned that the limiter removal alt art and the tuning alt art, along with DMG, Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, what other alt arts were there? Raigeki and Duster. It mentioned almost all of those. I don't think it explicitly mentioned all of them, but, those are to be expected. So, Kashtira Riseheart, this guy has seen a kind of a substantial fall. He was like mid-10s, like sitting about $15 to $18 for a while. And now you can get copies at $8 for the OG Ultras. These are just going to tank the closer and closer we get to the tins. You can see these were like $3 last fall, and then they climbed up because people were playing cash, because Fenrir, Unicorn, Birth, all that stuff got a lot more accessible, so people were playing, like, and Cashier was also being splashed in a lot of different things too, so Riseheart, you typically want to run it at 2 or 3 where you can. Tier Cash, this is also way down. Shocker, 10 announcement confirming reprint is going to tank the price of the card. Tier Cash is also sitting around the $8 mark. I remember when these were, what, like 15s? 20? Yeah, see, they got all the way up to, like, 20s. Hovered around 15s for quite a while. I thought I had one of these at one point, but I don't play tier, I don't play cash. Bring back Kick Close, bring back a Riser, I'll play the decks. Granguinol. So this just got a reprint in Battles of Legend. And we're already getting another reprint in tins. So we saw this last year. We saw this happen with Rite of Aramesir and Water Enchantress. They both got reprinted in Battles of Legend to get more copies out into the market. And then they got a even more massive reprint with the tins. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. We're going to have the secret and honestly probably a prismatic secret. There's no super rares in this year's tin. And I don't think there's rares either. I think they cut both of those. There's commons, ultras, secrets, quarter centuries. But I check the official product page for more information on that. I can't remember exactly. Starlight Granguinols, sitting about 150s. These are going to be the more safe option. if you want the high rarity. However, if you just want OG Ultras or the secrets out of Battles Legend, you can get them for a couple bucks. Or just wait for the reprints. Next card, Kashtira Theosis. God, I remember when this was mid-20s, and now it is $12.50 to $13. Shocker, confirmed reprint. And this was a solo print. It's been pretty up there for quite a while, so there's no real shock that this is finally starting to tank after the confirmed reprint. Thrust. All of these are kind of around where they were. They were all kind of low 40s, high 30s for a while on the Ultra and the Secrets. Like, if we go ahead and look at this graph, yeah, see, even this shows it at about 50s for the Ultra, which is kind of wild. But yeah, you can get these low 40s, a couple light plays under 40. Has there been any sales? No sales. Not today, anyway. But all the sales have been like 40s, couple in the 50s, which is kind of weird, especially with all these copies being at 40s, but stranger things have happened. If you guys want to protect your investment on Thrust, I would say OTS Ulti, but there is a chance that this card gets reprinted in Quarter Century Bonanza too, so we do have to be aware of that. As we saw earlier, Diabellstar was on the list for tins, and it's also confirmed for Quarter Century Bonanza getting 6 prints. So, you know, it is kind of just a try and guess and hope you're right kind of thing. Big welcome. These are finally tanking pretty hard. The ultis, you can get these under $20 pretty accessibly. Yes, quite a few playsets available under the $20 mark. That is good to see. And if we go back to the ultras, these are 8s. A damaged at $5.50. You guys want to pay $5.50 for a damaged copy when the reprint comes in 2 months? Go for it, I guess, but I would advise against it. Guiding Quem, this is a big one. So this card was up for a long time, and now we're seeing copies at 30s in just a day after the reprint got officially announced. So I'm pretty sure, okay, with Quem, they're going to make it a prismatic secret, kind of the same thing that they're doing with Trident Dragon. Because with Dogmatica Ecclesia, with Incredible Ecclesia, Blazing Cartesia, they made all of them original print secrets, and then they made them Megaton Prismatic secrets. So I'm assuming this is going to kind of follow that same trend. It would be weird if it didn't. So just, you know, keep in mind that this will probably get a prismatic secret print. But I'm glad that those are finally starting to come down. Bestial Dissipators, $15, $16, $18. That's also very good to see, because for a while this was 40s and 50s. Because people panicked after the Baron ban, and they're like, hey, I need a good Synchro 10, and good Synchro 10 and Dissipator. So it was a... I guess they tried to make it work, huh? Lulu Wa Lilith, this card doesn't really see a ton of hype. It was an OG secret in Syac along with getting a Starlight. However, these are pretty cheap, and they don't really turn over a ton. You can see like maybe a half dozen copies move every day. Those were at the $15 mark, and now they're sitting about 12s, 13s. So there hasn't been too much decline on this card yet. Chaos Angel, this has substantially fallen also. So if we look at the OG secrets, these are sitting about $30, 30 to like mid 30s. Several copies here available at the $31 mark. So that is important to note. However, this does have the OTS Ulti, which is sitting under 50 for near mint and for light play. Somebody has a whole light play playset here available at $46.12 per. So if you guys wanted to pay like $145-ish post-tax, that wouldn't be awful, I guess, if you need 3. Somebody has a damaged for 50. You want to pay 50 for a damaged? I sure as hell don't. Rev Synchron. Remember when this guy was hyped up with the Assault Synchron and the Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon? And People were like, oh, Super Heavy Samurai, it's gonna be... the Super Heavy was before Rev Synchron, but you guys get the gist. Rev Synchron, these quarter centuries are like mid-60s. The secrets are very cheap, like 7s to 8s. Even lower, we have a copy here at 5 with 99-cent shipping. Here, a few copies available at the $6 mark. We'll go over to the second page. Yeah, several copies available up to the $8 and $9 mark. So these, I wish Rev Synchron saw more play, because this card has to be some of the cutest art. Like Chibi Power Tool Dragon. We need chibis of all the other Signer Dragons, in my opinion. Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts. This is a card that has seen very frequent buyouts in the past, specifically for people wanting to play Chimera branded, or playing like pure illusions, or doing anything with like any sort of illusion splash. But this is very accessible on the Ultra now. I remember a point where these were pretty expensive. Yeah, you can see here they were over 10 bucks a copy. But now you can get them at around 4s to 5s to 6s, so that's not too awful. The quarter century is also kind of cheap considering the buyouts that we've seen on this in the past. This has been up to all the way up to $100, I think, on this quarter century, but it's sitting about the $84 mark right now. Also keep an eye on the Chimera Fusion and the Gazelle. So when it comes to Megatons, okay, we see reprints of a wide variety of cards. However, there is always specific cards that are needed for certain decks that do not get reprinted for some reason. And I really feel with the illusion stuff that there is a significant possibility that either one or several of these cards that are a part of this, typing, I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least one or two that do not make the cut for the reprint. What's the new guy? Nightmare Magician. Nightmare Magician. I was going to say Illusion Magician. These are like $2. These were as high as 8s, 9s at one point. So just, keep an eye out, because this is a card that I feel may not get reprinted if they wanted to do something like that. However, the Megatons do have 400 card slots, which is substantially higher than any other Megaton that we've had in recent memory. So the tins always have short prints. They always have, bloat just from the sheer set size. This is like 150 cards more than our last Megatons. And there's quarter centuries in every pack. There's secrets, ultras, commons. Just be careful with tins, because there will be a bunch of stuff that does not get reprinted. And every single time, a lot of the other cards that don't get reprinted spike significantly. Crimson Dragon. This does have 3 copies. It has the sneak peek, has the OG secret, and it does have the quarter century, which is on the rise. So these have seen purchases in the last few days over $100 for the Crimson Dragon quarter century. Not too bad, I guess, if you guys do have this. It is a very, very pretty card. I do love the whole Crimson Dragon, Shining Star Dragon, and what's the other one? Oh, Ultimaya Zolkin. I love that whole, that they're all pretty much the same monster, just, different effects and different card art. Yama, this guy is on the fall for the Ultra, and the quarter century is still kind of maintaining the 120 to 150 mark. Kind of expected. Over 100 listings on the Ultra, so... Dark Corridor, under $10 for the secrets. This is kind of where we've been seeing these for quite a while, honestly. And if we go ahead and look at the quarter century, this is also kind of where we've been seeing this card at around 2 to 2.5 times the price of the secret. Now, we did see a buyout on the quarter centuries once people started to notice, hey, the quarter century is only like 2 times the price of the secret. Why are we buying the secret? Let's go buy the quarter centuries. And we saw this big spike, would have been here at the beginning. So Something to keep a note on, no, not a lot of people are really playing Dark World anymore. The structure deck has come and gone. We got the colorless or chlorless or whatever the hell his name is, but he's not too good, I guess. So there's not a whole ton of Dark World players going around. Diabell, this one we do need to watch out for because it is getting 6 prints in Quarter Century Bonanza. And it's getting a print in the Megatons? Why? Again, we have no clue. Quarter Century is going to be your safest, because they already said that they will not reprint Quarter Century cards in that same rarity. So this will be high rarity, unless for some reason they give Diabellstar a ghost. Honestly though, Diabellstar Ghost? Let me know what you guys think about that. I think it would slap. Imseti, this guy, I did not expect to see him under $50 before tins. But now you can get copies very accessibly under the $25 mark. This is just going to keep tanking until the tins, and then there's going to be plenty of copies available in the market. Kind of the same thing we saw with Lubellion, Bestial Lubellion. It was like $60-ish pre-tins, and then the tins came out. They gave it a secondary secret. Or I guess a prismatic secret, and then both copies were like $10 for ages, and I think they're both sitting around 15s now, so keep an eye on that. Quarter Century is over 100, so that will be your copy that maintains value. Arius, we can see a market price of 13. However, there are copies available at 7s, nearly 8s, up to $9, $10, so people are trying to get rid of these, and judging by sales, there's been like a couple people that have went in on these. $6. Somebody's bought a playset at 13. Kind of a weird choice, but to each their own. Typhon, Zeus 2 is sitting about $13, $14, up to 15s. Not awful. This is a pretty good card. If you can play this card, and you have the extra deck space for it, you might as well just play it, just because of how powerful it is. Again, Quarter Century print will maintain value the longest, so if you guys are looking for that, always buy the high rarity near mints. SP Little Knight, this is a big one. Everybody heard. SP Little Knight reprint. Oh no, let me sell this. And now there's 120 listings available for the secret rare. Insane. And they are under $60. If you guys need an SP Little Knight between now and September, you know, $60 as opposed to 120, where it was, you know, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Not awful. However, you know, it is getting reprinted in the tins. So I could see them doing something weird with SP, giving it a print in the tins, and then also giving it a additional 6 prints in Quarter Century Bonanza. So this is one of those cards that is so powerful. We've already seen it hit on the OCG list. And did it get hit on Master Duel too? I think it might have gotten hit on Master Duel. Speaking of Master Duel, we'll touch on some Master Duel stuff here later. And Wanteds are like $15 now. That is crazy with this card's history. Remember when this card came out and it was like $120? Yeah, I remember. Now you can get these at 15. This is Banlist fears, because the Banlist that comes out in late August, I will have a Banlist speculation video. Sorry, I can't speak. Up sometime, I want to say like first or second, probably like first week of August is what I want to aim for. And people are very much so, and rightfully so, expecting a complete neutering of the Snake Eyes deck. That means Wanted, Diabellstar, Poplar, Promethean Princess, all of these cards are, you know, on the chopping block. Bonfire, so just keep an eye out for that. I want to mention the link tree. Go over to click that link down in the description, and you guys can come over here and follow my other social media channels. In time, once we get to major milestones on all of my social media accounts, I do plan on doing giveaways or specific events on those platforms, so you don't want to miss out on those. I also have a collab section here. We were on an episode of the Semi-Limited podcast. I can't wait to go back for another with X and whatever homies he brings on. And we also did a video with Jay, YGO Fresh Off the Press, and we did a video on Jay's channel too with Saki, Team Sakuraso. All three of these guys are major homies of mine. You guys can also join the YGO Fresh Off the Press Discord here. I run that. I'm the admin for it. We're nearing 500 members on that server, and we're doing a giveaway currently at 450. So if you guys are seeing this when this video goes live and you guys have made it this far, join the YGO Fresh Off the Press Discord server. Make sure to read the rules and click the little thumbs up emoji at the bottom to get the rule reader role. If you guys don't get that role, you will be automatically removed from the server when you close your Discord client. So you do want to make sure to get that role, and then you can go to the giveaways tab and enter the giveaway. That is set to draw, I think, later today, Friday the 26th. So go ahead and do that. I also run the Team Sakuraso Discord too, so feel free to join those two. So, Master Duel. If you guys didn't see, the newest Master Duel ban list has been revealed, and they are banning Ito, the Supreme Magical Force, and they're also banning Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Yeah, so I guess you're just going to get DDD Vice King Requiem locked, or Ra's Disciple locked, or I think there's like one or two other options that they can use. Keep an eye on Give and Take, because if they don't ban Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, this is the option that branded players are going to cope with. We can already see it on the past sales. This is selling over $10 per copy. Look at the listings. There's a $3 mod playset, you know, but then $11, $10, $11, $12. So keep an eye on this, because if the TCG ban list in August does not hit Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, this is still a go. Like if they ban Albion the Sanctifier Dragon, they can still use Give and Take and Puppet Lock you, so you don't want to be caught off guard by that. Speaking of Albion, this guy is, you know, falling pretty substantially due to ban list fears and a looming reprint. If he doesn't get banned, sitting about $15, $16, so kind of sitting about where he was pre-spike. Yeah, we see here he was about $20, and then he shot all the way up to $40 when that ban list came out, and oh, Albion didn't get banned, let's buy him out. So, something important to note. The good old Engraver debacle. He's over $100 now, officially. Woo. Get your 3 of. You're going to be paying $110 a copy. Good job. Yeah, if you guys didn't get these on pre-sales, rest in peace. However, yeah, if you guys want to play Fiendsmith, you guys are going to have to shell out the $330. If you guys even want to play the engine. Molcharmy Perulia, however, this is still sitting around the mid-40s. We did see this get bought out to about the $60 mark on over the NAWCQ weekend, when people were playing this like significantly. However, now there's over 70 listings here available at 45, and once more competition gets in there, the price will come down as long as these listings don't disappear. Solo Hat Rabbit. We mentioned this in the last Market Watch. Okay, I gave you guys a warning. I said, hey, this card is very good. Keep an eye out, because this may get bought out. We are even closer to that realization. Oh, but what are you talking about, you know? Oh, hey, it's $10 now. Okay, that's weird. Let's look at sales data. Okay, don't worry, it gets worse. Okay, it gets worse. Do you guys see it? Does this help? Yeah. Somebody came in and was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend $1,600 today post-tax. Maybe even more, actually. And I'm going to buy 184 copies of the Rabbit at $7.91 a piece. Yeah, goodbye to that wall. It is gone. These are $10 a piece now. If you guys didn't get your Rabbits beforehand, you will be paying like $10+ per copy. So, I warned ya. Magician's Bonds and Unity. So this is also kind of an anomaly too. You can't see it right now because my webcam is covering it, but... So Age of Overlord, about 60s to 70s based on market price and lowest. 73 to 86 here on the green from Duelist Nexus, the OG. Phantom Nightmare, the third one, the red one, sitting about 60-ish. What do you think the Legacy of Destruction one is going to be? Don't worry, I'll give you a few seconds. Type it down in the comments, don't skip. Type it down in the comments. What do you think this is going to be? Because you will not get this right if you are just judging based off of the other 3 printings. Grand reveal, okay. Market price, $65.43. Lowest listed? $124.99? Excuse me? $125? Granted, we haven't had sales at this point. But yeah, these are $125 to $130 for the Legacy of Destruction, Bonds and Unity. Whereas every other copy is like $60 to $80. Why? I have zero clue. Like, I could not begin to tell you. It makes no sense other than maybe it's the newest printing, so there are less copies available on the market, maybe? You know, there's still sealed product that people have yet to open. I don't know, I couldn't tell you. It's kind of odd, to be honest, but yeah, if you guys needed this, have fun paying double, I guess. And Blaze. This is something I wanted to kind of touch on before the ban list in August. So we've already seen the Dragon Rulers come to 2 in the OCG, okay? This card is literally Dragon Ruler Synchro, Xyz, not Synchro, apologies. 2 level 7s. Dragon Rulers, big Dragon Rulers are all 7s. So yeah, keep an eye on this, because if they decide to do something with the TCG ban list and they're like, hey, let's just bring all the Dragon Rulers to 3, they're not doing anything at 2, I think it's safe to bring them back full power, they will probably play this. Let's go ahead and read the card. Once per turn, detach 1 material from this card, destroy 2 cards. 1 from your hand or field, and 1 your opponent controls. That is very good. Especially for Dragon Rulers. Banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon monsters from your hand and or grave. Special summon this card from grave, but return it to the extra deck when it leaves the field. It's a 28-18, and I think this have a quarter century? I want to say it does. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at the quarter century also. $21. If you guys are very... Oh, it has a weird bug again. If you guys want these, now wouldn't be a bad time before the ban list, just in case, if you guys want to have one just to have it on hand. Just saying. Because I could see them doing something weird with the Dragon Rulers and just bumping them all to 3. Treeborn Larts. I wanted to touch on these again. Specifically because I'm looking for these, so I want to make sure I'm up to date on the price on these. They're sitting about $7.24. Several playsets available at the $7.24 to $8 mark. 10 here at 7. 7 here at $7.50. Playset at $7.27, and then 16 available at $7.24. So. Not too awful. I'm going to wait for these to hopefully hit 5s, and then I'll go ahead and pick up a few playsets just for myself. And the last card I wanted to touch on, so Master Duel Banlist. We have mentioned it a few times this episode. Master Duel has put Heavy Storm to 1. That means 2 of the 3 formats have Heavy Storm back at 1. This is a staple in the OCG. Now that it is back, this is a staple spell trap removal option. It is very good. Do not underestimate this. This has several good prints. Has the Hobby League, which is more of a collector print. Has the Retro Pack 1 print. Avoid this like the plague, because Retro Pack is being reprinted soon. Metal Raiders 25th. This will likely spike once it gets, returned. Metal Raiders Worldwide. Dark Beginning 2 supers are pretty nice. This is the high rarity. The Yugi's World and Joey's World Ultras. So these are like $6-ish a piece. And then it has all of these like $1 or $2 commons. This is a candidate, in my opinion. If this comes back on the ban list in late August, this is a very likely candidate for Quarter Century Bonanza. And I'm not just talking about as a nostalgia card in the nostalgia pool, as a Quarter Century Platinum. I really feel like this, Upstart Goblin, and a ton of other cards will be on Quarter Century Bonanza. We'll do a video sometime in the future on my picks for Quarter Century Bonanza set list. So that will come maybe like September, late August, September sometime. So look out for that. I also plan on doing the first episode in the New Seller series here sometime in August, hopefully. We are in the final stages of the move. You can see boxes everywhere. So we move out here very soon, and we still have so much to do. But if you guys have made it this far, what are we going to have you guys say in the comments? You know what? Just say good luck with the move. And then I know you guys made it all the way to the end of the video. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good day as we wrap up this July coming up. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll see you guys later. Take care, guys.